Okay, bright sun, deep weed beds, offshore. How do you do it? Bluegills and crappies. Sometimes just changing it up a little bit from a traditional soft plastic to something with a little flash. And for me, there's no better way right there. Crappie Magnet, Fin Spin. Bright chartreuse with a little green with silver flake and white tails. And simple, easy peasy, man. The B&M TCB series. What's TCB? Trout, crappie, bluegill. So I don't know if I'm going to catch any trout when I go out in this deep weed bed, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch some bluegills and crappie. Perfect little setup by Leyland's. They partnered up with B&M. I mean, it's got everything. The little combos have the little reel with it. They even actually come with the line. I changed it up and put 6-pound gamma monofilament. But this is about just easy stuff. Find the weed bed, put the marker buoy out, and I'll tell you seriously, people talk about, man, you don't want to let people know, but without this sometimes, the reference of hit and miss is just too much effort. You put a marker buoy out, that's your location. If somebody fishes it after you leave, so be it. It's a free world. But having reference exactly where the weeds are, the peak of the weed, and then when you catch fish, you can just look over your shoulder, you know, left, right, behind you. Just see where that marker buoy is, so it gives you reference of where those fish are. That's all there's to it. Like these days with the technology of sonars, it's surpassed of how technology is caught up, and it gives crappie anglers so much more arsenal to stay on top of fish, to locate fish, and help you catch fish. But with the marker buoy, when you're fishing a deep weed bed, that's about, I don't know, 60 yards long by 30 feet wide and stuff, and tapers down, you want to put this right at the peak and fish around it. Find those fish, find those little schools of bluegill and crappie. That's why I have this. Uh-oh, big slab. Yep. In that weed, dude. In that weed. The fin spin. And the crappie are waking up, dude. The crappie are waking up with the bluegills. The crappie are waking up. That's a decent fish. Good eating size fish on the fin spin. Look at that little bladed thing. I put that float down, man, almost 7 feet. Now I'm getting like some eating size crappie to go with the bluegill. Let me show you. Basically, simple setup, boy. Look how far down I got that float now. Here, there's the fin spin. So that's, 6.5 feet probably. The slip float just all the way up. Little sinker to keep that float vertical. My little 1/16 ounce Crappie Magnet fin spin with the Crappie Magnet little bait on the back. Fishing over some deep weed. Let's see if we can get a couple more. You don't want to come out of the weed, you got to put it in it on top of their head. Then they'll eat it. That's what that one did. I have my net always ready in case it's trophy time. And when the bite, until I actually get the fish maybe turned on, the Crappie Magnet slab bites. Little flavor goes a long way. So I'm going to use the fin spin, slip float, vary the depth, and try to find some crappie on deep weed, maybe mixed in with some bluegills. Crappie? Yep, look at that. Oh boy. Nice crappie too. Oh boy, I'd say. See where you were, right on that other side there, right? Man, oh man, you love the fin spin, don't you? I'd say, oh, nice crappie. Wow. Love that, man. But as you can see, it is not fast and furious. They are not ganged up. My money says they're in that weed, taking their time to come out. And I'm getting lucky by putting it on the right little spot. And again, using a marker buoy, I'm using a reference of where they are, but that just slight breeze pushes me off it. And when I'm off it too much, nothing. It's like they're not even here. When I get it back on the right spot, over about 11 feet, I get bit. Either bluegill or crappie. Right up here. Come on, boys. I know you love that fin spin. I can tell. I like that little flash. Like a little shiner. Okay, as for sizes and stuff and colors, Crappie Magnet and the Fin Spin, they've got like 1/8 ounce with the big pinks, okay? A little bit bigger than I want to use today. I'm using 1/16 ounce. They got 1/32 as well, and chartreuse and white, plain chartreuse. And here's some other things. Orange, chartreuse, pink, pure orange, and chartreuse. Very simple. It's got selection. It's got variety for people who want different colors. Everyone has their own favorite things. But I just put a little Crappie Magnet on the back of it with a slab bite, and I'm ready to go. Again, it drifts so fast. There's a good one there too again. Oh boy. Look at this. Oh boy. Exactly what I came for right there. Exactly what I came for. A meal of crappie with the fin spin. Oh boy. Sometimes you need a little flash to get them going. And that little fin spin does it with the Crappie Magnet. Yeah, he's a good size. If I get any ones that are like 12, 13, I'll call them out. But I'm looking for crappie to eat. I'm looking for crappie to eat. So the deal is, I'm staying back, the sun on my back, so I can actually see what I'm doing there. And I'm throwing up to like 10 foot where the weed comes below the surface. But I was first here fishing with the float down about, oh, I don't know, 5 feet, 6 feet. Got some little bluegills and stuff. And the fish showed me they just didn't want to come up. So as soon as I put that down, about 6.5 feet, and twitching it there, you see what's happening. Now I'm catching some of those better fish, including the crappie. Let's keep going and see if we can get some more out of here. Okay, I picked this fin spin I like, the bright chartreuse. And different colors, you know, you got different greens, chartreuse with the orange. So you see my common theme. It's very simple, man. It's all about the chartreuse offsetting with the little silver blade. So even if I pick one, I want to show you how this looks. So I picked up the fin spin like that. You got the Crappie Magnet. You just put it right through the middle like that. Push it up onto the bait, twist it on, real simple. And the little fin spin has a little keeper on the side that holds from the bluegills to pull it down. So there's your setup right there. An easy little bait, a little bit of flash that attracts those bluegills and crappie below the float on those weed beds. Crappie take it that time. Crappie took it that time. Oh, decent fish too. Hey, man, slow and methodical. Look where I got him too. Underneath there, underneath the jaw. Wow. Just underneath the jaw. Pan-size panfish. You know why they call it panfish, don't you? You know why they do it. All right, let's put them in there, boys. All right, so I'm catching a few fish, a few bluegills and stuff, and I see that they're coming up the odd one and turning and stuff. So I started originally 5 feet down, then I put the bobber stop all the way to like 6.5 feet. As soon as I put the 6.5 feet, I started getting crappie. So sometimes those crappie need that sun just to penetrate those weeds, bring the temperature up on the surface of the water a little bit more to pull them out of the weeds. So until they do that, I lowered the float so it can go back down. So that little fin spin can actually just sink down inside those dark pockets that I can't see, twitch it and move it, provokes those crappies as well as the bluegills to eat it. We're working it one at a time, one at a time. Wait it out, just having fun. You know, really, I'm just having fun. Do you want to have some fun next time? Think about the little fin spin and float, catching some bluegills and crappie for dinner, that little flashy blade. You can cast it horizontally and work it over weed beds and a rock and stuff. You can troll it behind, long line. It's so versatile, but I like putting it underneath that float and just twitch it ever so slightly and keep moving that little flashing blade. That little flash and stuff, they see it, man. Crappie are very inquisitive. Bluegills, man, anything that they see, they'll go and eat. But those crappie, they see that little flash back and forth. It gets their attention. They come over and let it sit. And all of a sudden that float just sometimes bumps and goes down nice and slow. The fin spin and float, another tool for your arsenal on catching panfish. I appreciate you watching our channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, because we're here to help you catch more and bigger fish. Hit the like, hit the follow, and hopefully you can be fishing the same way we do out here in your favorite lake.